Foundational skills for rolling wheelchair. Efficient mobility depends on proper propelling technique, and you should have adequate balance and a well-configured wheelchair with an appropriate push rims. Caution: push rim should be smooth and made of non-abrasive material. Only the push rim should be used to push and not the tires. To protect hands and improve grip, you can either wear gloves or wrap the push rim with grippy material. To understand pushing, imagine the rear wheel as a clock dial with spokes at different time positions. You can memorize these contact points on the push rims. A. Top dead center, TDC, or 12 o'clock position. B. 10 o'clock position, closer to hip. C. 2 o'clock position, closer to knee. Proper hand placement. For users with good hand grip, hold the push rim with your thumb on top and pointing forward. Wrap your fingers around the push rim. Keep your wrist straight. For users with limited hand grip, if you have limited hand grip, cross the push rims with the base of the thumb and keep your wrist straight. Correct upper limb movement. Keep your elbows tucked in closer to your body. While pushing the wheelchair, the arms should move in a front-back direction. Keep your elbows in bent position between 90 and 110 degrees throughout the movement. Appropriate upper body movement. Rest your upper body comfortably on the backrest without leaning too much over the edge. When you need to put in more effort to roll the wheelchair, bend your upper body slightly forward. Mechanism of rolling wheelchair for specific applications. There are two phases in pushing the wheelchair: the push and the recovery, which repeat in cycles. In the push phase, the hands stay on the rim from where you grab to where you release. In the recovery phase, your hands drop down till the midpoint of the wheel as you release the rims. These rules can be applied to the following two different techniques of propulsion. Technique 1. Semicircular propulsion technique. This semicircular technique is used for rolling on a level ground and slightly uneven terrain. It requires less effort and number of pushes and prevents strain injuries to arms. Thus, it can be used on a regular basis. Push phase. Start pushing from the 10 o'clock position on the push rims. Push forward slowly till your hand reaches the 2 o'clock position. Recovery phase. Gradually release the push rim at 2 o'clock position. Drop your hands till your fingertips reach the axle. Cycle. Reach back to the 10 o'clock position in a circular path. Use less effort during the initial 2 pushes. Establish a rhythm and gradually increase your speed. Technique 2. Arcing propulsion technique. The second technique is arcing technique. It is reserved for going up the slopes and uneven terrain only. It requires more effort and frequent pushes to cover a particular distance. Thus, it may lead to frequent arm injuries and pain if used for longer distances or regularly. Push phase. Start pushing from 12 o'clock position or top dead center of the push rims. Gradually increase the force on the push rim and push in forward direction till your hand or wrist reaches the 2 o'clock position. Recovery phase. On reaching 2 o'clock position, gradually release the push rims. Move your hand back to 10 o'clock position by reversing the arc used while pushing forward. Cycle. As the wheelchair slows down, start pushing at the 12 o'clock area. Use less effort in the initial few pushes and gradually increase your speed.